in chapter 5 again, just going back a little bit, and starting at verse, I think, what's the first verse I have up there? 13, okay. I couldn't remember which one I put up there. Let's read that. Excuse me. For brethren, you have been called unto liberty. We're free. Free. Okay? We live in the land of the free. But how many people know if we wouldn't have liberty in the United States, it's not free. It costs something. Liberty is a responsibility. You know, if everybody just did what they felt like doing, that's what they do in Iran. You know, whoever has the most guns wins. But in this nation, we have liberty, we have freedom, we have freedom to think the way we want, speak the way we want, preach and teach and believe what we want, vote the way we want. But there's a responsibility. If we don't guard that freedom, those liberties, we'll lose them. So it's the same way. We have liberty. He says, only use not your liberty for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. You see, we're not living under the Mosaic covenant law now. That has been fulfilled on the cross. We have another law that we live by. It's not 616 commandments, it's one. Jesus said, a new commandment I give to you. They'll know you're my disciples by the way you love one another. By the way you love one another. A few weeks ago on Sunday morning, we talked about 1 Corinthians chapter 13, love. The agape love, not a husband-wife love. But the way you love one another, that's the law we have to live by. He says this, verse 15. But if you bite and devour one another. That went on back then? I figured them guys so close back there, they wouldn't have to deal with that, right? James talked about that. He said, you adulterers and adulterers, you have not because you ask not, you ask amiss. You have not because you want to consume it on your own lust. I mean, I guess folks is folks no matter what. You know, it could be 2,000 years ago or today. People were people. If you bite and devour one another, take heed that you be not consumed one of another. You know, if you know, who was it? Lincoln said, a house divided, it can't stand. That's true in a family, it's true in a church, it's true in a nation. It can't stand. See, this is the law of love. Now, we're not under the law of offerings and sacrifices and feast days. We're under the law of love now. Jesus said, this is my commandment that you love one another. John said, this is his commandment, we love one another that our joy might be full.